She is the world's biggest vessel, the new Triple E container ship, 400 meters long. This is the maiden voyage of the Maersk Mc-Kinney Møller, arriving in Hong Kong. New engine technology has helped shipping company Maersk Line save on fuel and reduce its carbon footprint. But innovation doesn't come cheap. A Triple E costs $185 million. Maersk has ordered 20 of them. I recently talked to the CEO, Søren Skou, and asked about the moment he first stepped on the ship.
I'm used to seeing big ships, but this is a truly big ship, and I was very impressed, to be honest.
The ship runs at a lower maximum speed than other similar class ships. Maersk says that saves 20% on fuel compared to the most fuel-efficient ships currently in their fleet. What's the benefit of going slower when the whole point of shipping is to try to get the cargo to its destination quickly?
Well, just as with your car, your personal car, you know that if you have a slightly slower speed, you consume less fuel. The calculations are pretty easy to make in terms of the energy savings.
Maersk says the Triple E also has a waste heat recovery system, which captures the heat from the ship's exhaust and uses that energy to run the turbines, making it more fuel efficient. It's an extra edge in a competitive industry with many players. Maersk is the world's largest container shipping company by volume, holding 15% market share.
I started in the industry 30 years ago. At the time, the cost for transporting a container from Hong Kong to Rotterdam in North Europe was around $3,500 to $4,000 to the shipping line, and today it's about half of that. And in the meantime, we've had 30 years of inflation.
Now, is that because of competition?
That's because of competition, but also because the ships have been built bigger and bigger, so that we get those economies of scale.
The Triple E is so huge it can hold 18,000 containers stacked 20 stories high. But with size comes new challenges.
The key issue with the Triple E is that we have to have cranes that are high enough to be able to lift the containers off the ship. And this is not a long-term problem. It's investments that the ports will make.
Certainly that's his hope. The Triple E has a fixed Asia-Europe route. The 20 vessels will be the crown jewels of Maersk's 600-vessel fleet. Ultimately, their performance record will rely on the captain and 22-person crew.
The ship, when fully loaded, maybe have goods valued at $600–700 million. So obviously, navigating safely in and out of ports and along the route is extremely important. They're also responsible for the fuel consumption. Obviously, their behavior, the way they navigate the ship, has an impact on the fuel consumption.
And an impact on the direction of the shipping industry. Pauline Chu, CNN, Hong Kong.